Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Brittany. I am from Louisiana and I do embroidery. Me and my mom own a small business together. She does a lot of our graphic tee stuff. I do the embroidery side and we just try to have a lot of fun doing it, even though right now is super stressful. I have a ton of stuff going on. I did take about an hour and a half-ish to run to the store. I do have a booth inside of a vendor boutique, and so I ran over there. I had to add some book stacks in, and I had to mark down or put on sale or put a sale sticker on all the items that I want to get rid of. I want all the summer stuff gone. I want all the 4th of July stuff gone. I know that the boutique right now has a sale room, which I have a bunch of sale stuff in there. I want that gone. And if it's not gone by the end of the month, I got to take it out. So I don't think I'm going to be able to put it back into my booth because my booth is stocked full right now. So anyways, I just got back from doing all that. I am helping out, or not helping out with, I'm now doing the uniform shirts for the boutique. The owner, she sells some, but she also does embroidery, but she is trying to, I think, get out of the embroidery stuff, but she still sells some uniform shirts for the schools over there. But people that walk in and want their personal shirts monogrammed or embroidered with the logo for the school, she no longer wants to do those. So I'm in charge of doing that now. And I just dropped off about 10 bags of 6 to 9 shirts each. And then I picked up about 6 more. So I have to knock those out within a few days. I'm also working on this, which is a wholesale order that needs to go out by Tuesday. I'm hoping I can get some of this knocked out today. Let me see. This has to go out Tuesday. I have one that has to go out Thursday. I have some right here that is for the teacher boutique in denim that I want to get over to her sometime this week. I have book stacks I need to finish. You may notice things look a little different back here. We have a huge surprise coming. We have a huge surprise coming, and I had to make room for it. I don't really like where the stand is, and I'll show y'all in a second. I don't really like where the shelf is right now, but we're kind of organizing this whole area, like the whole building. My husband has been in here organizing all weekend. We've been throwing stuff away. We've been going through stuff. We have baby strollers that my babies don't fit in anymore that I don't know what to do with because I don't know if I'm done having kids or not. And so it's kind of hard to part ways with that kind of stuff. You know, we've got the playpen and the stroller and the old car seat. So we've just been going through stuff. He has a ton of hunting stuff that he needs to go through. So we have been organizing. We have been just trying to go through as much as possible to just make more room in here. You know, we do have a treadmill on the other side that could be utilized, especially because it's been raining literally every afternoon in Louisiana, but that is summer here. So that is not, that's pretty normal. We definitely been talking about what to do next with this space because it is unfinished, as you can tell, or as I talked about before. So I'm really starting to want to finish some of this stuff, but I don't have the time right now, especially this weekend's almost over. It is 3 o'clock on a Sunday. I have been up since 6-ish, and I have been in here since 9. So I have been a little busy bee. My husband has been helping. My mom has been helping. My mom had the kids last night. I knocked a ton of stuff out yesterday. However, we still have a ton of stuff to do. So that is where we're at, which is exciting. The big news that's coming is going to be exciting. I definitely think it's going to help a lot. But yeah, besides that, that is pretty much where I am. I'm so busy working on orders that I don't have enough time to do inventory for my booth, even though I just put everything on sale. But I'm gonna figure it out. I always do. God always makes it work for us, and you know, I'm so thankful for that. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and work on these. I have been writing down a few questions from people leaving comments on my videos, so we're gonna talk about those. I also did my first live this morning, which was pretty freaking cool. And I have to say, the people on YouTube are way nicer than the people on TikTok, because that TikTok, I will never go back on live there again. So anyways, thank y'all all for whoever hopped on. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for talking to me. I think that I had a lot of fun doing it, and I definitely want to do some more of those. And let's see. Okay, so this is kind of, my phone's plugged up, so I don't have a lot of room to move. This is kind of what I'm working with at this point. You can see my sequins are now organized. I got these lovely bins from Target. They were online. I found them kind of last minute. I had ordered some off of Amazon, but it was 3 for $87. They were more of an industrial type bin, which was fine. But 3 of them for $87 I was not okay with. So I bought 6 of them. I think I got all of these plus the $10 delivery for $90, I think, which I didn't think was bad. And they're cute. I love the plastic bins. So I have that. You can see I have some little Walmart bags over there with uniform shirts. I have all of this down here with uniform shirts and book sacks. I have a load of book sacks right here. It is crazy. So I now moved my shelf all the way over. I was able to move this machine over more toward the door. I moved this desk over. I really don't want to get rid of the desk. It's kind of big and bulky, but it's been with me from day one. My husband and I searched high and low for this desk years ago, and honestly, it's in really good shape. My other alternative was to swap this desk out with a desk that my mom has that is much smaller, but I don't think it's as sturdy as this one. So anyways, you can see the lovely space right here. Most of you may already know what's coming, but it's still gonna be super exciting when it gets here. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working with. I'm going to put my Mudbug sign up there, and then I'm moving around some of the things that I had on the wall. So yeah, that is all of this right here I have to do. And then I have 4 boxes behind you that I have to work on. So I have been a busy bee, and I don't know, it's been a lot, and it's fun, and I have a ton of help, so that's always a plus. And we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. We're not gonna stress out, because if you stress out and you worry, you mess up, and you know, you just don't want to do that. You don't want no bad karma, no bad juju around you. You just want happiness and get the stuff done. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and hoop another one of these shirts. If I could at least get three more of these done, I'd be okay. Because I think I only have 10 to do. Yeah, I only have 10 to do. So if I could do 3 now and then knock the rest of them out tomorrow, I would be cool with that. I don't want to be in here late tonight. It is 3:27 now. I kind of want to get out of here at 4 and go hang out with my kids. So let's go ahead and get another one of these hooped. And while we hoop, somebody had a question about how I hoop these big hoops. So I'm going to move y'all closer to me so you can watch exactly what I do, and I will walk through the process of how I use this Melco 14.2 by 11.3, I think, 3 or 8, it might be 8, hoop. So let's unhoop this one. Just trying to figure out what I need to do. Let's unhoop this one. I can cut this later. Put this right here. All right, so I have another size small. I'm gonna go ahead and crease down the middle, and I'll be right back. Okay, I found my crease. While I was ironing, I failed to mention I have 4 big boxes of duffel bags in my car that I have to put names on for a sports team, for like a local sports team. So, yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna take, I think I ran out. I'm going to take my Target tag. I got my crease on my shirt. I'm going to take my Target tag, and I need to order some more of these. If you're looking for some Targets, oh, nope, one more sheet. If you're looking for some Target tags, I have these linked in my bio. I definitely think I'm going to need some more before next week. All right, so it's a size small. I'm going to take my 4 fingers, and that is how I'm going to find the target of where I want the top of my design to be. Everybody does it different. Other people's way might be better than mine. I always love to know like different ways that people do stuff. Okay, so we got the Target tag. I'm gonna go ahead and move y'all closer so y'all can see what I'm doing next. Go ahead and cut our stabilizer. So I use this medium cutaway sorry, I used this medium tearaway and I used a cutaway on all of my cotton shirts. Now I'm going to turn the shirt inside out. And with these target tags, it's easy to see where they are at, so I know where to place my stabilizer. So I'm going to take my 505 spray, which is also linked in my description, and I'm going to spray both of these. Alright, so that's going to stick, and then I'll be able to turn it inside out without it moving. Okay, so from here, I'm going to take my Melco hoops. Let me move this out the way. Alright, I'm going to take my Melco hoop, which is the 14.2 by 11.8. Going to stick it in here underneath the stabilizer. Alright, so from this point, I always go up. So I have my target tag here. I'm going to place the top, so there's like a little notch right here cut out on the hoop. I'm going to place it probably an inch, I would say, above, maybe 2 inches above the target tag. And then, so that crease that we ironed into the shirt earlier is going to help us find, so there's a notch at the top of the hoop, there's a notch at the bottom of the hoop. And so I'm looking for this crease to fall in the middle of that notch. So I need to go do some adjusting. Okay, all right, so we are in the center down here at the bottom and we're in the center at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the top part of the hoop and center it and push it down and press it in. And that is how I use these big hoops on my adult size shirts. Pretty easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. A lot of it depends on the straightness of your crease, because you do depend on that a lot. I've had times where my crease goes like that on some of my shirts, and obviously I realize it and I know kind of like, okay, this is more the center than over here. But I mean, it is what it is. You also have to look at, like, these shirts are not all made the same. Like, luckily this one falls into place right between the shoulders of the crease, so it looks pretty good. But there's been shirts where the tags are not in the center, they're more to the left or to the right, and I've centered my design on the shirt, but when I wear it, it's like over, like it's not even centered. So where the tag is the center, even though it doesn't look like it, that is the center. So I'm trying to base it off the tag and where I crease. So it really is, it's just kind of, you got to play around with it a lot. You got to understand the shirts. I mean, not every shirt's made the same. I've been doing uniform shirts for 3 days now, and size medium, youth medium, I mean, from the center to the armpit, it went from like 8 to 7 to 8. Like, it was inches off. It's very odd, very weird. I don't even know. So you kind of have to eyeball a lot of the stuff. I do measure stuff. A lot of people will hoop their stuff and then measure from the target tag over to make sure there's equal amounts over here. I eyeball most of my stuff. I have a very good eye. May not be able to hear very well, but I have a very good eye. So I do try to just make sure everything is very symmetrical and everything looks straight. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on the machine. I'm going to make sure all my design stuff is in here. My husband was messing with the internet earlier, and it kind of threw my internet off, but the machine was still working. So, all right, so everything looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead, and what I'm gonna do next is make sure the top of my design hits that target tag that I placed there. Okay, I've started this shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the next size and hit it on the heat press, and then we'll hoop that one. All right, I have the center of the next shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and place my tag. My embroidery machine has stopped for the application, so I'm going to make sure I have enough heat and bond on the back of my sequins and place that over the design. And cut this out while I'm waiting to put the next fabric on the next shirt. And I have a few questions that I pulled from some of the comments on my videos. One of them was what program do I use for the scanning and payments on, like when we go to vendor events, craft shows, which I don't really do craft shows, I just do kind of pop-ups here and there. So this past time, before we were using Square, but the last one that we did, we ended up buying a scanner that is for Shopify, and it hooks up to our Shopify account. It goes through Shopify, it tracks everything, and that is what we did. I can link that scanner below. It was about $200, but honestly, it was well worth it. I did have some help. It was me and my mom at that event, and I had some help. And my helper literally ran it, and she did so good. And so all I did was, it was obviously an event that was for the hat bar, so I have all kind of patches. So what I did was I had, you know, big letters, small letters, mini letters, you know, large patches, specialty patches, you know, stuff like that. And then I had barcodes next to each of those. And so she would scan, I would tell her exactly what was on the hat because I was pressing it. She would scan each of those items, and then they could swipe, tap, pay, however they want to pay, they could pay. Venmo me, they could give me cash. It was extremely easy, and so if you are doing a ton of vendor events, I definitely recommend, and if you have a Shopify, I definitely recommend this scanner that we used. It was like a mini POS system. It was awesome. So I will link that below, but that is the answer that I have for that question. We hooped the shirts, so I've answered that. I had another question, which I've answered this before, and I answered in my live. Where do I get my shirts from? So lately I've been buying them from Shirt Space. They have been cheaper. I usually buy just Comfort Color. However, we have been we have been doing the ash gray on the Gildan 50/50 because you can sublimate on those. They're a little bit cheaper. And obviously we make sure everybody knows that there will be a vintage or muted look to the design if they purchase this. We know that money is tight for a lot of people. So we're obviously wanting to have items that are a little bit cheaper. Maybe not the brightest, but they are definitely a little bit cheaper. So I don't know, Shirt Space seems to be a little bit cheaper. Before then, I was using Jiffy Shirts, which Jiffy Shirts ships really, really fast. So if you're in a hurry and need something quick, Jiffy is a little bit more expensive, but they do ship fast. Like, I think I've had items delivered the next day by them. Let's see. In both of those, there is, you know, you have to spend so much to get free shipping. So obviously every time I purchase from there, I spend what I need to spend to get the free shipping. Unless I need just like one shirt. Unfortunately right now I have an order that has to go out in August, which when I hop off of here, I need to go look at that. I have an order that has to go out in August, and everyone is out of the shirts that I need. I have every shirt except for like a couple sizes of the youth, or like one size of the youth and then one size of the adult, and I'm stumped. I looked on Etsy, I've messaged Shirt Space. They will not get the shirts until like middle of August, so I don't think that's gonna work for me. So I'm gonna look one more time on Etsy just to double check, because people on Etsy will buy these shirts and jack the price up so high, and honestly it's like not even worth it if I have to spend that, and I'm already at a wholesale price. So I'm gonna look one more time on Etsy, but this is for a very large order that I got, over $1,000. So if I have to spend way more just to have one shirt, then I will do it. But if it's like crazy expensive on Etsy, I'm not going to do it. If I can't find the shirt tonight, my next option is to email the company and let them know, hey, I cannot get a 3XL in this color. Would you like another 2XL? And then for the youth size, she needs 3 smalls in the chambray comfort colored shirt, or chambray I think it's called. I know she needs the smalls, so I'm going to hunt those smalls down, but I think those come in August 7th, so she may be okay if I am delayed with just those. So hopefully that works out in our favor. I actually have an order of hats. Went to go buy the hats this morning, and they are completely out of hats, so that was not fun. I did find another company that sells the hats, but the shipping was like $28, which is ridiculous. So I went to go cancel that order, let her know, but then I was like, you know what, let me just send her these other colors. So she wanted red and like a natural color, and they're out of that. And I actually have 3 of those, but I don't have 12 or 10, however many she needs. So I sent her the colors that are available. She may want to still get those, she may not, and if not, I mean, it's okay, I'll cancel the order. Obviously trucker hats are super popular right now, and that's why I'm just like not even pushing the trucker hat business side, because I'm not about to stress out over trucker hats when my main priority is embroidery. Everybody's kind of jumped on the trucker hat train. So we have trucker hats, we have patches, it's okay. I do need to get some youth stuff for the pop-up that I have coming up. Okay, so I need to go put the gold fabric on the next shirt, and then I will come back and finish cutting this. Okay, so I'm going to keep this video short and sweet this week, because my last few have been like 45 minutes long, and I'm not even sure why. I don't even know. I don't know. Anyways, thank y'all so much for being here. If you are looking to start doing embroidery, this is the place to be. I will help you as much as I can. Maybe the next video we will talk about my machines and my hoops and all of that. If you want to invest in some mighty hoops, which I highly recommend, I have a free shipping code, which is awesome because they're heavy and can be very expensive to ship. The code is in my description below, along with all of my Amazon links, because I literally buy everything from Amazon, including my little plastic envelopes that a lot of people have been noticing in my last few videos. I will have these linked, my Target tags, my 505, and my stabilizer. T-shirts come from Shirt Space. I need to go talk to them about a code. That would be super helpful, I'm sure, to most of us. And what else? I hope all of y'all have a great Sunday. I hope y'all have a great start to your week. I hope you have a great week. And I will be back soon with the huge surprise coming. Thank y'all so much for being here. Bye.